Hi guys, I am Darren. You probably see me on Sophie's channel quite a lot. I'm a husband. We do a lot of the Disney vlogs, travel vlogs, weekend vlogs. I don't do very many vlogs myself. I should do really, but hopefully this is the start of new things. It's quite an exciting thing for me. This is about my weight journey. I want you guys to join with me. This is the start of it. Around last year, around about March time, I went to my doctor's surgery, local doctor's GP, and I've told them that I've got issues with my weight. I need to sort something out. It's getting quite worse now, and I've tried every diet under the sun. I've been quite a big guy since I've been a young child. I even went to a dietitian when I was like 9-10 years old because I had an eating disorder. So I've always had problems with my weight as a child and growing up. I did when I get to my late teens, around about 16, I started to look more skinny, and cause I was quite an active guy. I used to do a lot of running, and so that's when I peaked. I was probably the best physically shape, and then when I left school, as you probably most know, that life is hard, so you end up putting weight on, and you get bad habits, and my depression hasn't really helped it either. I then went to the doctors, and he said, have you tried these diets? I said, yes, I've tried every diet under the sun, doctor. And he said, we can put you forward to our Tier 3 program, which is a weight loss program. And that, you get 6 months there. So that's what happened. I went to the Tier 3 program, which is in Southampton Spire Hospital. I went there on the first day, and they said, this can lead up to surgery, and you have to do 6 months and lose like 5% of your body weight. So I got there, and for 6 months I did do that program. I think after September I finished that program, and I lost the weight that I needed to move to Tier 4. Tier 4 is where the bariatric surgery is needed. And so they said they were going to refer me, and then 6 months down the line I haven't heard anything. I was like, what's going on? And apparently they lost my paperwork, which was a bit of a nightmare because it sort of set things back. They said, if we didn't lose your paperwork, you would have been seen in like December time, and would have had your operation in February. So I could have had it all done by now. And then I had an appointment for March, and then obviously because of COVID happened, that put a stop to that. So it's been a long wait, and it's been quite anxious for me. It sort of put me down that appointment wasn't going to happen anytime soon. So through lockdown, you sort of, a lot of people had a lot of mental health issues, and I did as well, and I did put on a bit of weight, I'm not going to lie. And then in August I got a letter through the door to say I've got an appointment on the 18th of September to see the Tier 4 program. That's 2020, by the way, so if anyone's going to, in the future, watch these. Since then I've been, I've had a real sprung in my steps since I had that. I've been doing, working out more, I've been walking more, and I got to a stage where my back was starting to hurt really bad every time I walked, and I couldn't really walk, and my mobility wasn't very well. As you probably can see in some of the videos that we've done in Disney, I did hire a electric scooter because that's because of my back, and my back can't take my weight, and that's one of the reasons why. And of late, I've been doing a lot of walking and exercise, and my back seems to be getting better because of that. But no, it's been quite a long, a long wait. You do get a choice of what kind of weight loss surgery you do want. A lot of people are scared because anything can happen in a surgery. I've joined a couple of Facebook groups like UK gastric band or gastric sleeve groups, which they do talk a lot on there, and they sort of set you at ease. And most people said on there that they would never change the opportunity they had. They wished they'd done it earlier. So that's got me quite excited, really. So today I just got back from my appointment with Portsmouth Hospital, Alexandra Hospital, and it was quite a long appointment. I went around 2 o'clock. The appointment was. I got there, and the first thing they do is they obviously weigh you. They take your height and then your BMI. My BMI was 60, which is quite bad, I know. And on kilograms it was, let me have a look at my notes. So on kilograms I was 213.2 kilograms. That's about 35 stone and 6 pound maybe, round about there, which obviously is the biggest I've ever been, and I'm not happy about it, but what is done is done, and your weight doesn't define who you are, and this journey is gonna show you that. It's going to show that how much it's going to change my life and the way I look. I do lack confidence in some areas, and I'm going to be beaming. So I'm really looking forward to it. But no, let's carry on with what we're doing at the hospital, and then we saw a lady a nurse that was going through all your paperwork that you've done, and make sure you're who you are. Go through what kind of surgery you want and reasons why they asked you. Why do you want this operation so bad? How would it change your life? What would happen if you didn't have it? Etc. etc. And then after that, I met Nick, who's the consultant. He's one of the doctors there, and he was talking me through the different options that we do have available. So you do have 3 options. You have the gastric band, so you can lose up to like 50% of your weight loss, and this happens over between 18 to 24 months. So it's just like an adjustment that they put inside, and they make it tighter, so it makes your stomach full. Then there's what most people go for is a gastric bypass. So the average weight loss is 65% of your weight loss long term. Basically, they make the pouch smaller for you, which then makes you feel full. I'm not a doctor, so don't take it. And then there's a gastric sleeve, which it removes around about 80% of your stomach. So obviously that's less amount of food going in. And on average you lose a weight loss of around about 60%. You have to take multiple vitamins, mineral tablets for life. Some people may require iron and B12 supplements. Because I am quite a big guy, and they would class me as super obese, they said the gastric sleeve is the best one for me. I don't know if you guys have read much about it, but the gastric sleeve was originally was brought in for people that who were super obese and had a risk of surgery. So normally, if you're like 35 stone, they would expect you to lose up to 22 stone, which is still marked as obese. And then after that, they would have to do a second surgery, which is a loop, and then that's how you lose the remaining of your weight loss. But they said around about 8 out of 10 people don't need that, and they said the gastric normally, because they're so good at them now, it normally loses the weight that you need to be a healthy BMI. And they do say it's probably better than a bypass. So so he was explaining that, and he said that's what I need. And the wait time is around about 3 to 4 months. I will need to wear because I have sleep apnea. It's very light. I will need to wear my sleep apnea mask while the operation is going on, and because of my health issues, I'll probably be seen quicker than 3 to 4 months, which is good news because I want it done as quick as possible. But unfortunately, because of COVID, you don't know what's going to happen. So it could add time onto it. But he said what he'd like me to do is, speak to the dietitian and cut back on the things that I have. So they want me to stop fizzy drinks altogether for now. But they said slowly come off them. Don't go cold turkey, and just cut down my portions a bit for now. And then once you do get a surgery date, you will then go in and see the dietitians, who will then more likely put you on a milk diet, I believe. But they didn't talk too much about that because basically you'll find out more when it comes along. But what will happen is after next week they'll all get together, the team, and they'll discuss who needs what, when they do need surgery. So I should hopefully hear something quite soon. Also, you see I can't remember what it's called, the person that deals with the drugs that makes you go to sleep. I saw her, and she was doing different things with your neck and just seeing if you're healthy enough for surgery. And lucky I am healthy, and I thought that. So they all do that in one appointment, which is quite good, and it just saves you going to the hospital so many times at once. So yeah, we're pretty much there, getting there. getting ready. What I'm going to do is gonna show you different pictures of here and now, and I don't know when this is going to go up. I might decide to put it up after my surgery, or I might put it up before. I'm not too sure. It all depends on my anxiety and depression. I'm quite scared of people saying certain things, and they judge us. So I just wanted to share my experience, because I don't think there's not many experience out there with the NHS. It is a very long process, yes. It's took me a year and a half to get to this point, but I would say blame that mostly on the COVID as well. So I blame 6 months for COVID for that. Also, I blame part of the referral not being sent as well. So yeah, it should have been around about 10 months. I should be at this point, but it's a year and a half. But everyone's different. It could take longer. Different areas are different. So I have been funded by the NHS. Thankfully, because I can't afford it to pay by myself. It's about £15,000, and then the other surgery is probably around about another 6,000. So I do work hard. I do work quite hard, and I do pay my taxes. So I believe it is a life-saving operation for me, and it is going to change my life. And I just want you guys to experience what I'm experiencing. And if you're going through the same thing, or want to go through the same thing, it might inspire you to go out there and do what I'm doing. And help is always out there. I know loads of people go, they do have the money, and they do go to different countries to go and have it done. So for instance, on the group I have, some people go to Turkey, and it costs like £3,000 to have it done. That's great having that done, but when I trust another country to do it, I wouldn't risk it. But if I was that desperate and I couldn't get funding, then I probably would. But lucky enough, I have got funded by the NHS. What I will do is I will keep you up to date what's happening when I hear more news. Also, I'll take pictures from now, and then pictures all on the stage of where I've been, and then I'll take measurements as well. At the moment, I think I'm a size 54 in waist. I'm wearing 64 to 66 chest size in inches. So I'm quite a big chap, and I'm 6'3". So yeah, so I'll let you know how it all goes, and we'll get all the measurements done as we go along. But no, thank you very much for watching. I hope you stay with me and subscribe to Sophie's channels, because more and more and more will be coming. I can show you what food I'll be having, what exercise I'll be doing as well. I'll even show you the stage by stage, each week what we can have. 1 week you'll be having just liquid. So I'll be taking you through all that stage, and you can see for yourself what it's like, and how mentally, physically, how hard it can be, but you just have to push yourself forward. So hopefully you'll stay with me through this journey, and who knows, you might be going through the same thing and might need the encouragement and might just want to watch. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.